Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hey everybody, my name is Michael,
My name's Cleve.
and welcome to an exciting episode of Friendship,
Supreme.
where the podcast is there to ask, what movie is that?
What movie that?
What movie that? Joanna Man, ahead of its time.
Who that? Who there?
Who dare? Oh, fucking... I don't remember that guy's name, but the one that just ends up going down a real rabbit hole of shittery, the Adam Sandler's friend,
Mm-hmm.
that just ends up becoming just absolute ass as a human being.
Bitter to the world, yeah.
Yeah.
Today we're back with a classic. Reading bad movie reviews and making Michael look dumb for not knowing it. You ready for this one?
No.
Jim Carrey edition.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know this, but The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, and Ace Ventura: Pet Detective
Same year?
all came out 1994.
There was a point in time where he was racking them out.
Which is what, 30 years ago? Wild. So we're gonna play a little game, see if we can figure it out based on bad movie reviews.
Yikesy doodles.
gonna
I'm
randomly
always
scroll
terrible
one.
at this.
This one only has one review. It's from August 4th of 2021.
Okay.
An absolute waste of time. Jim Carrey, of course known for his over-the-top acting, is simply not funny in this movie. Trying so hard with every breath to get a laugh. Also, Matthew Broderick's character has nothing redeeming about him. Seems like we're supposed to be cheering for him at first, but it turns out he's just a terrible guy. I chuckled once when I saw the old guy singing American Woman. 1 star.
I was like, shit, what was he in with Matthew Broderick? I'm pretty sure it was The Mask, wasn't it?
Not The Mask.
What was he in with Broderick? I thought, who's the other character in The Mask?
Is there another character in The Mask? Do you know who Matthew Broderick
I do know who
is?
Matthew Broderick is.
Okay.
He's Ferris, and he was in The Producers, and he sings the singing voice in Lion King. From Mufasa. Or not Mufasa, Simba.
Did he do the singing?
Yeah.
I'm sure he did the singing.
Maybe not.
I don't. Oh, well, you know what? If
You're
he's in
making me
musical
second guess
stuff, maybe he
myself.
did the singing.
I'm pretty sure he was the singing voice for adult Simba.
I know he was the voice. I just didn't know he was the singing. I believe you.
I don't know. What was it?
You're already wrong. The cable guy.
That's what it was. God dang it. I could see it, and I just
Mask.
couldn't. I know. Fuck, I forgot to. The cable guy's solid. It's.
Well, from what I remember, yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like
probably
to
watched
preface
it about
movies that I haven't
8
seen in a
years
long
ago.
time with a little asterisk.
Probably 9 years ago. I've seen it.
I can't think of anything that was problematic when I watched it.
Other than him being a crazy person, but no.
Well, but those are still in current movies.
Before we go all the way through, what's your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
All the way, huh? Oh, man. That was a tough question.
It is. I have 2 that I can think of.
Okay, give me yours.
Truman Show. I really liked. And then Me, Myself, and Irene.
I don't know if Me, Myself, and Irene aged well.
I don't.
But
I
also
don't think so
enjoying
either.
that.
I don't know that it. Yeah.
He was a really good Grinch.
That's fair. That is probably my favorite Grinch for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I might have aged out of talking out of your butt in Ace Ventura.
But when it came out,
Boy,
woo-hoo, I
what?
was trying to talk out my ass.
How old was I then? Fucking 7?
Shit.
Yeah, baby.
That movie is
I'm
problematic.
sorry. I need to ask you a few questions.
Oh, anyway. Who was his partner? Not his partner. Who was the actual cop?
Tone.
It was Tone Loc, right? Thank God.
That fucking voice, baby.
Yeah. Anyways.
Good times. Good times. All right. This one has 3 reviews.
Yeah.
If you even need to get to them.
Did we have any like return reviewers? Sometimes we have that from
We'll
previous episodes.
see. Oh, no.
Oh.
I did.
I wish I
So
remembered
every
the
time you
one
get-
that I hated the most. I can't remember their name. There was one that I
like
felt like was my
Steven.
nemesis. Yeah.
Because he praised every Adam Sandler movie. When I do this, I have to look through a good amount, right? Because
Yeah.
Rotten Tomato unfortunately doesn't let you sort by like 1-star reviews, and a lot of the reviews were, I don't even really like Jim Carrey. Like, then why'd
Why
you
are we
watch the
watching
movie?
this? Right.
And why'd you take the time to review it? Because you had to go online. A lot of these movies are old movies. He doesn't come. I don't have like, because I didn't feel like it was his movie. I don't have like Sonic the Hedgehog on here. That's like his most recent shit. So like, if that's not the movie you're on here reviewing, what are we doing? None of the reviews are from the same year the movie came out. Is
He
what I'm
did
saying.
such a good job in Sonic.
He did, and I almost wanted to say that was one of my favorite movies for him.
Yeah.
Especially
I'd
the
give it
second
to
one.
you.
He got more to do. Yeah.
I'd give it to you.
Okay. Andrew A. from January 2021 said, I liked it as a kid, but it doesn't hold up that well in 2021. I guess the effects were kind of new at the time, but there's not enough going on here to keep my interest. 1 star.
This is post-COVID. This is during the pandemic still. Poor man's been locked up. He's watching things. He's like, I've reached the bottom of the barrel.
I'll read this
Graphics.
next
The only
review
thing I
because it
can think
doesn't really
of.
help you.
There's only. You know what? I'm gonna lock it in. Hold on. I gotta remember which one it was though. I don't want to sound dumb. Oh no, I can't. Well, this won't. Yeah, that won't tell me what the thing is. So yes. I'm gonna say it's Batman Forever.
Okay. Do you want me to answer? You do you want me to keep reading?
You can keep reading.
Okay. This next one came out January 3rd, 2016. Says Jim Carrey does not believe in vaccinations. He and his movies are idiotic. 0.5 star.
Fair. I don't know that his movie gets tanked like that for that, but yeah, that's fair.
Okay. And this one was October 2013. Painfully over the top and full of jokes that only a 10-year-old boy would find funny. The best part of the film is the end, and it couldn't come soon enough. This, Michael, was The Mask.
I was between the two, and I thought maybe it was Batman Forever instead.
I will go ahead and deflate the balloon here. Because of the star-studded cast, I did not put Batman Forever on
Fair
here.
enough. Respect.
I did look, and there wasn't enough
specifically about him.
Jim Carrey review for it. Just everybody bitching about everyone. All right, next movie.
It wasn't that bad.
This one is from Peter H.
Oh.
September of 2023. So that's recent.
You recently loaded this up to watch.
Trash.
Okay.
I don't understand what kind of horrible person you'd have to be to like this. 0.5 star. You have 2 more reviews after that one.
Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. Okay.
Next review, November 2020. This really did not turn out to be that cute, lighthearted, or funny of a movie. 1.5 stars. So Let's use that clue, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Someone thought it was going to be nice and cute, and then
Yeah.
it wasn't. Got a
Yeah.
little serious on you.
The Grinch.
Oh, the Grinch. Did the Grinch get something serious at the end?
I mean, they shaved him. They pinned him down and shaved him, and it was really fucking weird. And there's some moments.
It was a weird thing. October 2016. Can't help but think that this is mocking Christians.
Oh.
Not to be controlled by a god and not to encourage people to break free.
I forget about this movie all the time. Evan Almighty. Or not Evan Almighty, Bruce Almighty. Evan was the second one.
It is The Truman Show.
Oh. Man, I like that movie.
Yeah, it was too serious for that.
I think that's why I liked it. I liked the commentary on it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't feel like we're thinking about Christians, but yeah, I put that in the because you think it was Bruce Almighty.
Definitely didn't make me think Bruce Almighty. What's interesting, I don't like Man on the Moon, but I loved the documentary that followed him during the Man on the Moon.
When he was fucking batshit crazy.
When he was just lost his fucking mind. Yeah.
So people get in there. People get in there.
Someone pointed out that it's only men that do it, and it's obnoxious and apparently an excuse for toxicity. And I don't think they're wrong. Like until it was pointed out, I didn't think about it, but it is only really just shitty guys that are like, yeah, I'm a method actor. I gotta really seep myself into it.
Well, my terrible man mind, I can't think of a female who got to play a role like that.
Yeah.
Could you think of someone who had to portray
a person and they had to like really dive into it?
Well, that would have even come up.
Fair enough. Maybe
I'm a terrible man.
Yeah.
We suck.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Let's do this one. 1, 2, 3. You'll have 4 reviews to help you with this one.
All right.
This one comes from Emiliano on March 2023. Jim Carrey's career decline is very significant here. His 90 glory days are over. 1 star. I can go ahead and go to the next one. There wasn't tons. I understand. But it did let you know a time frame.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This one was from January 2016. Jim Carrey doesn't believe in vaccinations. He and his movies are idiotic. 0.5 star.
Good on this person for their commitment.
This one was February 2015.
They had to have gone to every movie, right?
We'll see.
We didn't hear him on the one that only had 1 review, so.
Wow. So bad. What I'm about to read to you is all capital letters.
Okay, well.
So either they're upset or old.
Okay.
Man, this is such an awful, messy movie. This is such an awful, messy movie to watch. It is so dreadful. It is such an awful movie to watch. It is so awful movie to watch. It is so dreadful. It is so dreadful.
Jesus.
It is such an awful movie to watch. It is such an awful, messy movie to watch. Warning, this movie contains strobe light effects throughout this movie. Man, this is such an awful movie to watch. It is such an awful, messy movie to watch. It is such an awful movie to watch. It is such a bad movie to watch. Just avoid the movie at all. It is such a bad movie to watch. Just avoid this movie.
Jesus Christ, what is
at
this
all
person's
costs.
problem?
It is
Were they using their
bad.
Alexa to review this?
I just do not watch the movie. It is so awful. It's not a good. It's got a good soundtrack throughout this movie, But man, this movie is so awful to watch. 1 star.
Oh my god! I have 2 guesses. I'm pretty confident it's the first one, but
Okay,
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
it is Mr. Popper's
Yes!
Penguins.
Yes.
What was the second guess?
Dumb and Dumber.
I love that. That's how you got to this. This is the review that you were like, oh, I know.
I locked it in.
The next review,
Jesus Christ,
Um,
Mr. Popper's
well-
Penguins.
Mr. Pooper's Poop Penguin.
Oh, well, you
1
know what?
star.
Not wrong.
Man.
What did you expect when watching it? That's what I never understand. You go into these movies with a realistic expectation. Would you want your fucking life changed? It's called Mr.
Maybe.
Popper's Penguins. Come on, guys.
Yeah. I didn't even watch this one. I don't know if you've ever watched it.
Yeah, I'm just pretty sure. It's just yeah, I mean, I have seen it. If I remember the premise, it's
I'm pretty sure. Was there Jim Carrey and Penguins?
yeah.
Do you remember that ever happened?
Yeah,
You watched
100%.
it.
He names them all there because they're from like a zoo or some shit, and they have to live with him because they don't have anywhere to go. Yeah,
In a hotel?
yeah, that sounds right. Who knows?
Why am I not writing?
I remember one of them
Sorry,
walking
yeah.
around like a backpack.
I saw that one and I was like, it's so not helpful that I'm just gonna use this one. And it helped you get it. I gave you a softball.
I wanted
at the end
the
with
strobe light.
Mr. Pooper. Well, here's what's crazy. Here's what I find crazy about the review is that
We're watching that
I
movie.
said the same things, but I never said the same thing. So you didn't just copy and paste it a bunch.
No, they wrote that out.
And then the soundtrack's good though.
What was the sound? Hold on. Hold
No.
on.
Oh man.
Mr. Popper's Penguins soundtrack. Let's. Are you ready for the bangers?
Yeah.
Let It Snow by
Okay.
Will Stein and Sammy Kahn. Sweet and Low
Right.
by Irwin Len. Doo-Wah
Okay.
Doo-Wah by Sid Dale. Sit 'Em Up Joe by Werner Tots. Spin Spin by Steve Siddell. Go Get It by Jeff Cardoni. Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice.
That was a good song.
That's
Maybe
what we're
I put a
resting
little
our hat on,
asterisk to that, too.
reviewer. That's what you're resting your hat on. Anyway.
Hey,
Next
they gave it
one.
something about the movie. Okay. This one has 2 reviews.
Yeah. Important here.
January 2016. Jim Carrey does not believe in vaccinations. He and his movie are idiotic.
Fucking legend.
Half a star.
Who is this person? The name?
Doesn't even leave a name. Coward.
That's
Stand,
true.
stand by your words.
Cowardice.
Stand by your words. Hide behind the
I would
internet.
like you to reply to
Fucking
all
punk.
of theirs. What
Fucking
a coward.
punk.
Put your
I
name
wish
down.
I could. I wish I could, Michael. I would have. Okay. December 2013.
Is he really anti-vax?
I don't know.
I don't know. I knew that.
This is 2016, so this is before.
Oh, so like that's
COVID
like
vax.
that's like he thinks vaccinations give people autism and stuff. So he's fucking all right, cool.
He's one of the OG
He's
anti-vaxxers.
one of those people.
Not one of these new up and coming ones.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
right.
with a TikTok account. December 2013. Amusing but hollow in structure. It doesn't matter what the film tries to depict. It is simply ridiculous.
Bruce Almighty.
Man on the Moon.
Yeah. What do they mean? That's based on a real fucking story. That's Andy Kaufman. Did you watch Andy Kaufman? That is him.
Yeah,
Boy,
that
fucking
part was
Jim Carrey.
It wasn't faking that part.
Jim Carrey did a real good job of being Andy Kaufman. That man was a fucking loon. God,
You got one.
I got one. Mr. Popper's Penguins. I'm gonna live with it.
Pooper.
Mr. Pooper's Poopins.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
This one, 1, 2, 3 reviews. Leslie, June 2021.
Thank you, Leslie, for your work during
Yep.
COVID.
This movie is only funny if you have a low IQ and you enjoy all dumb things and stupid.
Ace Ventura.
Would give it a 0 if I can. Absolutely awful. Half a star.
Yeah, Ace Ventura would be my guess on that, based on that
It's
one.
not Ace Ventura. I'll go to the next one.
Yep.
January 3rd, 2016. Jim Carrey doesn't believe in vaccinations. He and his movie are idiotic. Half a star.
Dumb and Dumber.
It's not Dumb and Dumber. Hey, at least it gives you an extra guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, appreciate it.
April 30th, 2012.
Oh.
I married a liar, then divorced him. 1 star.
Is Cleve trying to put me in on this one with the word liar in there? I think he is. Fun with Dick and Jane.
It's actually liar.
Damn it! I didn't want to fall for it.
But then you fell for it.
And then I did.
Okay, there's only one review for this next one, so you got 1 shot.
Okay.
When I first saw Me, Myself, and Irene, I was not too impressed. The story is okay because of the scenes were filmed in Vermont and the United States, but the movie was so bad. Jim Carrey was great in it, but the film itself was horrible. There was a lot of jokes and some sort of sex-related humor in it that was very immature. I found it to be so inappropriate, but like I said, Jim Carrey did a good job. Renee Zellweger was good in it too, but the movie was horrible. I hate it. 1 star.
2019's Cats the musical. It's
No,
not. It's
my
not gonna be.
God.
It can't be Me, Myself, and Irene. Please fucking with me here. It somehow got put on something else. What did it get put on? The Majestic.
Fuck. I tried to get his hits, not the Majestic. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Because it's not right. Do you want to give another final answer?
Me, Myself, and Irene.
It is Me, Myself, and Irene. Great job, Michael.
But the review said it. It didn't feel like I did anything.
You didn't fall for it.
That's fair. Cats the musical. It's always Cats the musical.
Never Cats the musical. All right. Next review. Jack S. from October 22nd, 2023.
Recent.
That's like a little bit ago.
Yeah.
This movie was so bad.
Yeah.
I was losing brain cells by the minute. None of the character plot made sense, and the jokes, they seemed like they in the 1920s and should have stayed there. This movie is not worth your time. You might as well go mow your lawn, even though you cut it yesterday. I spent $15 to lose 10,000 of when. Hold on. Okay, let me try again. I spent $15 to lose 10,000 brains of when I could have been watching a good movie like Dora the Explorer. Half a star.
I lost brain cells listening to that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, my brain was trying to correct it, and I was like, no, integrity. Read it how it is.
Dumb and Dumber 2. Because they did that.
Dumber 2.
They did that.
I will say, let me double check myself. No sequels. So no second Ace Ventura, no second Dumb and Dumber.
Unfortunately, because the second Ace Ventura was significantly better. And holds up more, I think, in my opinion.
I'd probably say that.
Doesn't have as much transphobia, you know.
Word.
All right, then I would retract and say Dumb and Dumber.
It is Dumb and Dumber. The other review was another movie glorifying 2 guys acting stupid. Give these men an Oscar. I mean, Oscar Mayer Wiener
Ah,
because they won't know the difference.
got him.
I wonder if the person knows they're not dumb. They're
Yeah. Do you remember that they had a prequel? It
that
didn't
was
have
worse.
either one of them in it, but it was awful. Yeah. Dumb and Dumberer.
Worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then they Dumb and Dumber 2 was T-O.
Yeah, it's spelled wrong, right? Yeah. Because they're
I
dumb.
get it. I got the joke, yeah. All right, this one.
It basically just looks like Dumb and Dumberoto.
Dumberoto. 2 reviews.
Yeah.
This one is
Hit me with your best shot.
Rigetti,
Mhm.
January 1st,
Jim Carrey does not believe in
2024.
vaccinations. He is a sham, and we all hate him. Half star.
Not this one. This movie is so overrated by Jim Carrey fans. If you are not a Jim Carrey fan, this movie is at most a 2-star. And then they gave it 1 star.
That feels like Ace Ventura. I don't think we've gotten that one yet.
It is not Ace Ventura.
Oh, okay.
Second review.
Because it does feel like it's overrated, and I think a lot of Jim Carrey fans are like, it's the fucking best.
This is from Jazz,
Oh,
January 25th, 2023.
Oh my, okay.
Literally created an account to rate this film after
Those are
hearing
my heroes.
only amazing things about it from everyone I spoke to. Probably in the top 3 worst films I've ever seen. What on earth are people watching? Everything about this film is just lacking. Poor story with poor concept. Acting was all right, but could have cast Marlon Brando in this, and it would have been better. It would have been any better. It wouldn't have been any better. If I could give it 0 stars, I would. Half a star.
You would think I was going to say, I love you, Philip Morris, but I'm not. I'm going to say, yes, man.
This is not Yes Man. You want to take another swing?
The only
Think-
other one I got in my hands is Bruce
Think
Almighty.
of a movie that is so well spoken of that someone could be so disappointed that they would go on the internet and create a Rotten Tomato account and review it and give it a half a star.
Bruce Almighty would be the one that I think everybody loved so much, and I don't get it.
Eternal Sunshine of the
Uh,
Spotless Mind.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. If you don't, well, and in fairness, if you're expecting anything out of that movie, then you're already set yourself up for failure. Like it's one of those movies you have to go in with 0 expectation of what you're gonna see, because it's
You just
definitely
have to
different.
take the movie for what it is. Yeah, I feel that.
Or like the number
Some movies are like
23
that.
was also fucking widely outside of the range of Jim Carrey at the time.
I felt like that also about Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like if you went in with any kind of expectation,
Oh, 100%.
you were going to be disappointed because that movie wanted to do what it wanted
It wasn't
at all
gonna stop.
times. All right.
I think I had this weird allegiance to Jim Carrey when I was growing up.
I mean,
I grew up
you go
with
crazy.
I grew up with In Living Color, and we talked about this. Like
yeah.
that was where he got his big start. Like I remember thinking his characters were just so funny. They weren't, but I remember thinking they were just fucking hilarious.
You sure they weren't?
They were, and they
Let's go
weren't.
back and
Who
watch.
knows? You wanna go back and watch In Living Color? I've watched a couple episodes.
A lot of jokes can't be told today.
Yeah,
Um,
accurate.
Craig, January 19th, 2024.
Oh,
Watching this at a friend's house. Seeing his wife demand a divorce and moving out on the day his father passed was less painful.
oh, his friend. I'm like, fuck. What movie did Jim Carrey get divorced and his father died on the same day? He would rather see that happen to his friend than
Again,
watch this movie again. Again. Oh man, this is one that I almost listed as one of my favorites because I do really enjoy it. Burt Wonderstone.
It's not Burt Wonderstone.
I really
You're
like
hitting,
Burt Wonderstone.
you're hitting out there for Jim Carrey stuff. I'm trying to like top 10.
I think that was pretty well received, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't make the list.
Sure.
But you know what? Maybe I looked at it and said, "Why would Michael do this movie?" And I moved on. Meanwhile, he's got a fucking Burt Wonderstone poster behind the camera. You
Katie,
can't see.
it's like one of Katie's favorite movies. Probably why. Like genuinely, I would say
Interesting.
she puts it in like her top 10 of all time.
Wow.
She watches a lot.
Okay.
But I do also enjoy it, and I think his character
But-
is kind of funny, making fun
Learned something about the old wife today.
of his portrayal of the fucking David Blaine style Chris whatever. Not Chris, what's his damn name? The guy that fucking Mind Freak.
Chris Angel.
Oh, Chris Angel, thank you. It was Chris. All right, what's the
You
next
know,
movie?
I don't know that I would call that. I wouldn't have felt confident enough calling this one his.
What said it was Steve Carell?
Or I try to stay away from. Is that his movie? Is it his and someone else's movie?
Right.
Is it someone else's movie that he's in? I like definitive. This is his.
Yeah.
Next movie. Or next review. I know this film is beloved by many. I also know that Jim Carrey is very talented, but I found it to be childish and unfunny. I was shocked that anyone would sit through this, no less through a sequel. Maybe I just don't get the humor, but I'm okay with that. 1 star.
I don't disagree. If this is Ace Ventura, I don't disagree with this review because I do think that it's one of those ones that like looking back on it, it's rough. But that would be my guess. Ventura.
Is Ace Ventura.
Yeah, looking back, like a lot of the humor and like it would be tough to sit through that now.
What about when he filmed the Shark Tank?
That like, and it was funny when we watched it,
What?
right? Like I remember as a kid watching and thinking it was fucking hilarious, but now like we've evolved comedy, right? And that's the issue, and that's why I think it's a lot of comedy films that don't hold up later on in life.
You know what? One thing I remember from that film, and it's a small thing, but to me, it spoke to like. Even then, I could tell like it spoke to his comedic mindset. Is when he's trying to get like around the Shark Tank, and he's got his back against the because he doesn't have to. He goes over the fence. He doesn't have to do that at all. And he's going across, and then he like purposely acts like he slips and catches himself, and then keeps on going. I'm like, that's not. I'm sure you didn't have to do that. I'm sure that wasn't written in there. Like
Right.
it was just a little small thing that you added because that's that's how your character is, right? Oh, look how dangerous this was for me, and you're just being dumb.
He was really good at what he did. Or
Yeah.
at least he was really committed to it. But the age
it's not-
of I think the age of physical comedy is dead. Like it just doesn't exist. We don't have that kind of like we do that for babies when they need to laugh, like we bonk ourselves in the head, and like it's funny, but
I mean, that's how Jonah Hill get hit by a car. It's super bad. That still kind of makes me laugh. If I can be honest. And then he gets up and goes, "What the fuck?" And I'm like,
unpopular opinion, I didn't think that movie was that great. I don't know.
Okay, next movie. Turn Away, September 26th, 2023. This is one of the worst movies ever and complete sin in everything about it. 0.5 star.
I mean, anytime anybody brings up sin and Christianity, I gotta assume it's Bruce Almighty because I gotta imagine there's a whole group of people that really hated it.
Is that your guess?
Yeah,
It is Bruce Almighty.
yeah. I mean, I get
back
it.
on the board.
Like, I get it, right?
The next review was from 2022. Sonic, I think I'm going to get a new one, and then I can go in the car if 1 star.
They use their Alexa for a review. I get it.
And then January 2016. Jim Carrey doesn't believe in vaccinations. He and his movies are idiotic. Half a star. This one was like to really help you out at that point. April 2013. Love It, Everybody, much better.
Nobody
And,
nobody said that. That's a
and
robot.
then April of that same year, 2013. I liked it the first time I saw it when it was called Liar Liar. That one's to throw you back off. Are you thinking to yourself, what did that review even mean?
I'm thinking to myself, would I have considered it to be Liar Liar? It teaches the same lesson, maybe.
Yeah.
It's wildly different. One guy can't lie, one guy has the power of God, so like a little different, but sure. I mean, yeah, I can see it.
I like when Morgan Freeman was like, I mean, I gave you like a little bit. Like I didn't really
To this day,
give it all power.
to this day, I do the claw from Liar Liar that my daughter doesn't understand the reference. I think it's hilarious when I do it.
Feel that. And it's got the guy from Princess Bride. It's the only other place I've ever seen him.
Oh yeah, sure does. I think he's in Psych as well for a little while. He didn't watch that show. He should have. The show.
Maybe I will. Time permits. Alec, January 9th, 2014, just 2 months ago. The makeup and the sets are legitimately impressive, despite the fact that nothing about the plot of this adaptation works. Also, Jim Carrey is at his worst here.
The Grinch, and he's wrong. Best.
His performance is desperate and unfunny.
Get fucked. If this is the Grinch, get fucked. It truly is
that
one
your
of
guess?
it is yeah. Is
It is Grinch.
without a doubt the best telling of the Grinch, and gives so much depth to the character, and I love it so much, and it's such an iconic film that people quote and make their whole personalities.
Abe in 2023 also said, like most Jim Carrey performances post Dumb and Dumber, the lead is overacted and painful to watch. As usual, Carrey doesn't really care, and puts a caricature of himself, this time painted green. These are supposed to make you think The Mask, but I did these so long ago, and it takes so much effort that I forget which order I'm supposed to do them in.
Post Dumb and Dumber. It just ever.
I mean,
Sure.
somewhere
Man.
there's Mr. Popper's Penguins, so
That's fair.
kind of get it.
I'm waiting for you
and
to.
then
I don't know how many more movies you got. I'm waiting for you to hit me with it. Earth Girls Are easy.
Jim in 2022, bad pacing and grown-worthy humor sink this misfire.
It's for
Young children may enjoy it, but their parents will be hitting the eggnog pretty hard to get through this one. 1 star.
That man thinks mayonnaise is spicy. I leave it there. I'll leave it there. Do with it what you will.
2 movies left. 2 reviews for this first one. Feel like I'm charades. January 25th, 2021. Truist laughed the whole way through. I think it's supposed to be truly laughed the whole way through.
Okay.
Next review.
That's not a negative review, though.
Isn't it?
Well, maybe.
Oh, cut your clues, Michael. You gotta put this stuff.
Okay.
I can't hold your hand all the
Alright,
time.
that's
You
fair.
gotta put these things together. February 18th, 2021. Definitely not a good movie. The plot was messy, and half the time I didn't understand what was going on or what they were even talking about. I honestly couldn't tell if this was supposed to be satire, since most of it was totally ridiculous. Acting was okay at best. Jim Carrey is always good, but didn't seem to fit the role at all. The plot twist at the end was old, predictable, and boring. Don't waste your time, honestly. 1
Man.
star.
I am looking at the list of his movies right now, and I'm befuddled because I you said no sequel, so it's not Kick-Ass 2.
Also, I wouldn't call that his movie, but yes,
That was the other reason I would have said you wouldn't have picked it. He's in it though, but yes.
he's in it. Thank you. We can agree there.
We already did The Truman Show. We've already done Man on the Moon. We've already done Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Done Mr. Popper's Pants. Process of elimination. The number 23?
It is the number 23.
You know, I agree. It was a confusing movie. I wasn't like on board for this movie. I think it was
Everything
like
equals 23, Michael.
I was like 19 years old, and I remember being like, none of this makes sense. I'm not here for it. But that was like, you know, drinking Michael, where talking on my ass would have been funny at the time. So maybe I need to go back and watch it again. I don't know. It
would be interesting with a different
mindset,
mentality,
yeah,
different maturity.
I'm sitting here looking at these, going like, "Fuck, I don't know, man. Like that's Horton Hears a Who." I'm gonna go back to that one a couple times.
Last movie.
Yeah,
it's not Horton Hears a Who.
I should have guessed Cats. That's what I should guess in the last one.
You're a fool.
But they said Jim Carrey.
January 28th, 2024.
Can you imagine had
Wow.
he been in that movie?
It would have been better.
Yeah, it would have been.
The critics were so right about this disaster. Terrible special effects, distracted from watching this plotless blunder. Nicest thing I can say about it is that I enjoyed Taylor's song.
I'm not getting fucked here. I knew it was Cats. The moment he started speaking, I knew this shit was Cats.
She was on screen only 5 minutes. The advertisement would like you to think she had a bigger part of the movie. I repeat, only 5 minutes.
I didn't even need Taylor. I knew this shit was fucking Cats. The moment he was like, fucking, the critics are right, the graphics are bad, I'm like, it's fucking Cats.
Could have been.
No, Cats. Always Cats, guys. There's always a Cats here.
Because this one was January 28th, 2024. This one was January 20th, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely loved this movie. It was so
Stephanie
fun,
got on here,
yet had very emotional moments. Jennifer Hudson put so much passion in her singing.
100%.
I can't believe it got so many bad reviews. It is an oddity, and that is one of the many reasons it is so special. I could watch it over and over.
We have.
God bless Mishka, wherever you are.
We have watched it time and time again. We've watched it more times than any other person in this entire fucking universe. I know that to be a fact.
I don't know. I think Mishka might.
She
might have us.
I don't think so, man.
Unless she's alone. Unless she's like, if she's married, then there's no way she's doing it.
I think that's actually like Stephanie going on here to write good reviews about it. She's tired of hearing us talk bad about it. Remember how much she liked it?
She didn't really like it.
She's like, this is great.
So
but it's weird because she never came back to watch it with us again. We've watched it like 20 times since then.
So many times.
I think I want like some kind of Cats reference mentioned at my funeral. If you're still alive, man, I appreciate that. Thanks.
I'll just play Memories.
I want a bad reference from Cats to be referenced in my funeral. Thank you.
I'll just say that I'm Mongo Jerry, and then I'll move your lips and go, and then we'll lower you down.
Cleve likes to mention the fact, like, if you guys ever come watch us play video games on stream at twitch.tv/Friendship Supreme, I will every once in a while get tripped up by Cleve because he'll bring up one of them. It'll be either Rumple Teaser or now I can't remember the other one's name.
Mongol Jerry,
thank you. And he'll say one of their names, and it will bug me until I say the other name. So I have to fucking either look it up or remember it by heart, because sometimes that's the case. It's such a good movie. The only
Maybe I'll have a
if
bunch
we
of
didn't have
children dressed
Buster
as
Jones, I'd be
cockroaches
on board.
dance around your grave.
Can I explain to you how much I want that?
A bunch of fucking like little 5-year-old
Yeah, pay like
kindergartners.
a local fucking elementary school acting troupe to come out.
Like, oh hey, is this the kindergarten choir? I need to borrow you guys. Nothing weird.
You guys don't have cockroach outfits? This is so weird. I don't understand. Oh my god! And then the little kid, because the cockroaches were the leg dancers. They were the da 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 da. It was the kids were mice getting eaten by Rum Tum Tugger because Jason Derulo said this makes sense. Let's make me look like a fucking child predator.
They were like, ooh.
God damn it,
Jason Derulo. Your TikTok be popping.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know I did. If you guys are looking for more content, we're out there in the universe. Just Google or type in Friendship Supreme on any social media outlet you're on, except for True Social. We don't exist there. It's a kind of a point of pride for us at this point. I've been Michael.
This is Cleve. What's your best?
Somebody
last...
stop me.
There it is.